Our next performer is a UF grad who just returned for more local bullshit after living in Washington State. Give it up for Dana Bell.
This is your first time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
Only here to win a bet, for the record. Hey, Brett. You owe me $5. I accept Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, wire transfer, ACH, crypto. Got cats to feed. I'm not playing. Anyone here do a vision board this year for New Year's?
Hi.
Last year, yeah. It's the rave every year, once a year, where you think about your hopes and dreams that never come true. So I figured I'd give it a try. I'm like, why not? So I'm staring at this board like it's the most important decision I'll ever make in my life. And I'm like, all right, let's start easy, start small. Goal number one, don't kill anyone today.
Yes.
Yes.
Easier said than done. Number two, work out. It's a favorite go-to, especially if you're like me, someone who loves to feel pain at 5 in the fucking morning. Number three, invest in myself, because I've been in this pattern of relationships where I get lost in relationships, and you know, I kind of treat relationships like animal rescue missions. Where you find a guy, you bring him home, feed him, nurture him back to emotional health, and all you get in return is a sink full of dirty dishes and an empty fridge. No more. No more. Changing it up this year. I'm booked and busy, babes. Okay, I don't got time to date. So yeah, you know, now I'm like networking a lot and getting out of the house, which leads me to my fourth goal, which is to be more social and pretend I like people. And I did just that a few weeks back. I got out of the house and actually came to a comedy show right here, in fact. And a comedian got up on stage, introduced himself, said he was from South Florida like me. He's from Miami, I'm from Fort Lauderdale. So I was all excited and couldn't contain myself and blurted out loud, Florida, just like that. And who knew that the word Florida would be a trigger word for the dude? Next thing I know, like sweat's beating down this man's face. Like he just finished hot yoga, you know what I mean? And I instantly knew I fucked up. I was like, shit, he is about to give it to me. And he did. And so he then, you know, went on to mock me. He said, Florida. And he asked, you know, do you want to stand up here and do this? Well, no? Then shut the fuck up. So here I am. Not shutting the fuck up.
Yeah.
And winning $5. My goals have certainly changed a lot in the last few years. Like 10 years ago, I used to have the vision of the perfect life. You know what I'm talking about? Like the American dream, or you find that cute husband that can microwave TV dinner and white picket fence, the 2.5 kids, a cat named Bob, you know. And so I found the one online for the 5th time, and then I bought my first house. And after everyone and their grandma were telling me not to, trying to convince me not to, because it needed a lot of work, both the guy and the house. And I didn't listen, of course. So bought the house, moved the fiance in, and shortly after he moved in, I walked in on him cheating.
Ooh.
It's fine. Let's just say Denene was born that day, and was not expecting that reaction. But anyway, so I got rid of him, kicked him out faster than you can say relationship goals. And, so here I am, suddenly single, stuck with this dumpy house, didn't know how to fix it up, because that was supposed to be the fiance's job. And I thought, well, I'm just gonna rent it out to 20-something-year-olds who are trying to figure out adulting, like myself. And so that's what I did. And have you guys ever seen the show The Real World?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a lot like that, but with a 30-year mortgage and no fancy mansion. And lived with all kinds of special people. Lived with a witch who casted spells, a pot grower, a stripper, an alcoholic who shit his pants often. Yeah, I'm deeply concerned for my generation. So while I'm living with these crazies, I'm trying to fix up my house, and didn't know what I was doing. Had no idea. I've never picked up a tool in my life unless you count men. And
We count men.
and the only power tool I was familiar with was a hair dryer. And so I did what any self-respecting, clueless homeowner would do, and I enrolled in YouTube University.
Yeah.
And let's just say I got very good at screwing and nailing wood. And all right, I'm exhausted. This was a lot for an introvert like myself to get up here. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up now and go collect my $5. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks so much, guys.
Give it up for Dana.